A lot of speculation about whether the U.S. gets involved in the Iran-Israel war. And one weapon that you may have been hearing a lot about is a bunker buster. That is a 30,000-pound bomb that they say is capable of penetrating deep into Iran's underground facilities where nuclear materials are kept. Joining me now is Farzin Nadimi, a senior fellow with the D.C.-based Washington Institute. He specializes in the security and defense affairs of Iran and the Persian Gulf area. Thank you so much for joining me today to talk about this. All right, it seems like we are having issue with your mic, but I'm going to pose this question. Hopefully we can iron that out and we'll go from there. What can you tell us about the target area that they want to drop this bomb in?
Well, the main target area for this massive bunker buster bomb potentially is the Fordo enrichment site. This is a highly buried and highly protected and highly hardened enrichment site that was under construction for several years until in 2009 it was revealed by the U.S. government. The existence of this site was revealed by the U.S. government, that President Obama, as a formerly unknown nuclear site that potentially was about to be used by Iran to enrich uranium for military purposes.
Right.
And in fact, this is a mountain ridge just north of the central city of Qom in central Iran, and it has very hard rock formations, and the Iranian Minister of Defense and also its nuclear agency, they dug in a very big network of tunnels with help of boring machines. Iran has 17 of them, 17 big boring machines that can digging down as long as many as 50 meters per day, and 15 meter wide tunnels, and they have created this complex underneath, and it can only be reached by these massive penetrating bombs, because they are as deep as 80 to up to 100 meters of hardened
and Farzin, let me jump in here. I know you have so much information, but I want to ask you this: how specifically does the bunker buster work? Because as you described, this area, this nuclear facility that they want to target, is so deep in a mountainside.
Yes, bunker buster bombs are specialized penetration munitions that are designed to be able to penetrate deeply hardened, deeply buried, and deeply hardened targets, such as command and leadership bunkers, research facilities, missile storage areas, and they are designed to penetrate these hardened targets because they have very thick and hardened nose and casing. They have fuses that are on the back, and they are designed to detonate the bombs after it reaches a certain depth, and they utilize the velocity, the high velocity, and also the weight, the heavy weight of these bombs. For example, this GBU-57 bomb that can only be carried by B-2 bombers have a weight of 13 tons, and they carry over 2,500 kilograms of very advanced and very powerful explosives. And as I said, they penetrate up to 18 meters of concrete or 16 meters of dirt and rocks, and they can detonate when they reach an open area underneath this thick layer of protected concrete.
So do you think that's enough to get the job done and effectively take out that facility? There's conflicting reports about whether it would do the job.
Well, Israelis have some penetration bombs like GBU-28, but there are doubts that they can reach these bunkers. But it seems that GBU-57 was specifically designed to reach Fordo sites, so well, the targeteers and military planners hope that it can achieve its objectives. They are precision-guided munitions, so they can make impact at a certain point. And each B-2 bomber can carry 2 bombs, and the second bomb can follow the first one into that exact hole. So they can hope that with more bombs, they can enlarge the hole that they produce and go inside. But penetrate bunker busters are just one way of reaching and destroying those facilities.
And when a bomb like that drops, that size, what does it feel like for the region?
That's a massive explosion. However, if these bombs actually reach their intended depth under those rock formations, they do detonate, but a lot of the energy that they produce is retained down under inside this facility. And what usually is observed outside is a jet of flames and the smoke and the thickest smoke, but not a big mushroom of cloud that is usually observed when normal bunker busters or other types of bombs like.
Right, but because it's going so deep into the earth, does it give the effect of almost an earthquake where people further away could feel the vibration?
Yes, yes, they can produce that.
Any concerns about using a weapon like this, especially since it's never been used on a nuclear site?
Yes, there are some concerns about contamination. As I said, this particular site is not far from populated areas. The city of Qom, I haven't checked the latest statistics on how many people live there, but I think it's more than 1 million people. And it's not far from that. People, targeters usually hope that since those targets are deeply inside those mountains, these bombs could implode and actually prevent the explosive effects could prevent emergence of nuclear materials and contaminants. It is hoped so, but I think some level of contamination and radiation is inevitable.
Really fascinating stuff here. Thank you for helping us to better understand this piece of machinery. Farzin Nadimi with the Washington Institute. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.